Hello and welcome to Season 2 of Breaking the Mould. I've had a very busy January transfer window. I'm very happy with the players I've signed. Honestly, some fantastic names in there. I have splurged quite a lot of money. They gave me a £53 million budget, which I spent, and then after we got a ridiculous amount of prize money and stuff for finishing second, like 80 million or something stupid. Finishing second in Bundesliga, they gave me another 50 odd million to spend. Plus, some players have gone out, so I've had a little bit extra money to spend there as well. I've not been able to tie Werner down to a new contract just yet. I'm still trying, but he's unhappy for some reason, even though there's nothing on his profile page of why. We've had a decent start to pre-season, barring a little slip-up with a 0-0 draw against Minnesota. And today we're going to play the Super Cup against Bayern Munich and the opening game of the Bundesliga. I'm not going to... don't want to show you that. That's a bit of a spoiler. So, transfer window. I have signed a few youngsters here who aren't coming in until January, which I didn't realise until after I'd agreed the deals. So, I've got a young goalkeeper coming in from Plateau United. He's got good potential. I wanted a young keeper as backup. Galachi's I think he's like 30. Yeah, he's bang on 30. And is at his peak. He's not going to get any better than that. And Vogo is, again, basically on to his limits. He's not going to get much better. And my young keeper, Schreiber, is not a 3-star. It's not enough. So I wanted to bring this kid in. I know he's only 3.5-star, but I think he's got the potential to be a good signing. Then I'm bringing in Benjamin De Villiers to play at right back. He's again got some good potential, 4.5-star. He's at Liga 3 level. But what's happened this season is I've been invited to create a second team. So RB Leipzig 2 are now playing in the regional divisions. So rather than send kids out on loan, I can play them in that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring these guys in and stick them into second team rather than the 19s and let them get some games. So he's already 1.5-star, so he's kind of already nearly on a par with Tyler Adams already, and he's got some good potential. Then Luciano Civelli, he's one I actually agreed in January and didn't realise he's not signing until next January. His scout report's actually expired, but he's another one with some good potential, can play centre-back. And then Oscar Escobar can play left-back. I told you we're going to start looking at some full-backs and some defenders because we were struggling in that area. So this kid is, again, 4-star potential, 1.5-star current, and again, he's going to go into my second team. There's bids for players going out. I want to get rid of Cunha and Wolf, but every team seems to want us to pay the wages, and I'm sorry, I'm not paying 17 grand a week to a guy that don't play for me. So they keep getting rejected, which he is very upset about because obviously he wants to leave, but what can you do? I've got offers in for a couple of players here. We'll see how they go. Nohan Kenner at Leeds, he's been scouted as an 80 by my team. 5-star potential, 2-star current, plays defensive midfield, Secundo Volante, which is what I'm playing. Again, he can come in and play in the second team until he improves. And then Tomas Belmonte. Now, there's a reason I'm bringing these guys in, and you'll see very soon why. I'm looking for a backup defensive midfielder because Haidara's got injured for 8 months. So, where is he? There he is. Amadou Haidara. He was going to be a rotation player this season. Now, we're going to give him some games. And he's done his cruciate ligaments, so it was 8 months. He's done it in pre-season. So now I'm trying to bring in a reasonably cheap alternative that can sit on the bench and play cup games and stuff, because obviously my main two might get tired. So here is the transfer window. As you can see, I have spent money. We brought £55 million in, which we'll go through in a second. But the players that's come in have cost me 200 million nearly altogether. First of all, Nelson Pereira, 4.2 million. Plays at right back. He's actually gone into my first team. 2.5-star current, 5-star potential, 19-year-old. It cost me 4.2 million. So, I mean, why wouldn't you? So he's going into the team. because Klosterman's left. Florentino Luis from Benfica, absolute world-class player, 20 years old, plays defensive midfield. He's one of my first choice now, which is why Hadara were going to be a rotation player. He's already at 3.5 star with a potential of 5. He's an unbelievable player. I'm over the moon to be getting him in. 55 million. These fees aren't up front. They include monthly instalments and stuff, which I'm not sure if you can see. But I'm sure there's a page somewhere where it'll be able to tell you. Bernardo. Yeah, so like Pereira's got a sell-on clause. Where is it? Maybe I did pay for him up front. He might have had it's there, look, 3 clauses. Yeah, so 10% of his extra transfer fee, 30% profit, and then instalments. So all these players are, I think, all apart from Haaland, are on instalments. Haaland I've paid up front because he had a minimum fee release clause in his contract. So the next one is a young 18-year-old striker from Porto. May have overpaid for this kid at 35 million, but they weren't budging. That's the lowest I could get. They started off at like 69 or something stupid. But he's 5-star potential, 2.5 star current. I'm thinking he could be on the bench because obviously Patrick Schick's gone back, so he could be the substitute. He can play in cup games and develop that way and see how he gets on. Then I have brought in Erling Haaland. Obviously everybody knows who this kid is. Cost me 30 million because of a minimum fee release clause in his contract. He's now valued at 40.5. There's not much really to say about him apart from he needs to sort this out because that's just stupid. Why would anybody have a preference to play for them? 26 goals in 34 games he scored last season, and he's going into the team to partner Timo Werner for now, so he's taking Poulsen's position. And Christian Pulisic, I cannot believe I pulled this one off. I think it cost me like 40 million up front, and then obviously add-ons, expensive but quality player. He knows the Bundesliga because he's played for Dortmund. Everybody knows how good this guy is, so he's going on to the right wing. Brought him in to replace Kevin Campbell, who's gone to Arsenal. He was in the last year of his contract. He didn't want to sign a new deal. He's 29 years old, and they offered me 40 million, so I went, do you know what, I can't really turn that down for a 29-year-old. So he's left, and Pulisic has come in as his replacement, which I think is more than enough. Ilsanker's left on a free transfer to go to Basel. Not a big loss for us. Didn't really get games last season. Makoviak's a youngster that's just gone out to Karlsruhe. Konrad Lehmann has gone to Nims. He was upset last season because I didn't put him in Champions League squad, so he's left. Klosterman's gone to Bayern Munich. I was a little bit puzzled by the fact that they wanted him because when I watched him play, he was just a liability. He's passive and all over the place. Obviously, my scouts don't rate him greatly, and he's 3-star. So the kid that we brought in, Pereira, is already on a similar level. So not lost much there. Plus we've gained 4 years. Bjorn Fran's a youngster that's left. Fandel's another youngster. Augustin gone out on loan. He's just not going to get games because he's a striker and I've got a few. And Kraus and Hartmann have gone out on loan as well. So the squad is looking rather tasty. We've got some good stars in there now. Werner and Haaland up front, I'm looking forward to seeing that partnership, and we're getting some decent values rocking up now. So pre-season we beat Salzburg 3-2, not Salzburg, Liefering, although badge says Salzburg, that's confusing. Yeah, so we beat FC Liefering, Haaland and 2 for Timo Werner. Then we went on a tour of USA. We beat Columbus Crew 3-0, Werner and Haaland again. At Atlanta United, we beat 4-2. Kehrer got 1, McHale got 2, and Werner scored. And then a bit of a strange draw against Minnesota. So we have got a goalkeeper issue at the minute because Gulach is injured, and we're going into the Super Cup with the second choice keeper, I think. We're going to play that now. Hopefully my 2-star strikers can crack on. Pulisic is away on international. This is crackers. Why have we got players away on international duty on Super Cup day? Upamecano, he's away on international duty as well. Mukiel can play. Santiago's away. So I don't have many options here. Tyler Adams is away on international duty as well. This is why I need to bring in another DM. I can't put Kerr in because I don't have another centre back on the bench. No, I don't have another centre back available to me. Right midfield, Sabitzer can play there for now. So it's just DM I need to fix. Andara's away, he's injured. And Kunku's going to have to play there. He can't, but he's going to have to. Right, bench. Well, it's going to be essentially the players that's not injured or away on international duty, by the looks of things. I can't even fill my bench. That's bad. Oh well, let's. I'm not going to hold out much hope for winning this trophy. But let's see how they get on. It's the first test for the new players. Hopefully Haaland can do a job. Absolutely, I'm really excited this team. I mean, transfer window, I'm over the moon with it. Players we brought in. Immediately we're on the attack. Werner's offside. Have to excuse me, I've got a dry mouth today. And Forsberg's injured. Great. It's going to be Luckman. What's he got? Potential thigh injury. Hopefully that's not too serious. I had looked at left midfielders as well, but I need to spend my money elsewhere. Boateng, Tolisso, Dem, Thiago. Good tackle, Sirachi. Keep going. Cross, good cross. Pereira, Florentino. Hit it. Ooh, just over the bar. It's a bit of a good early showing from Fernando Lloris. Vogo a decent save. Lookman plays it forward and Haaland gets to come forward for the first time this match. Cross, Sabitzer's at the post. Well, we're on him. We're doing well. It's been a good start to the game. And Kunku with a corner has got it back. He's offside. We keep doing that. That's Tolisso to Dem. Serge Gnabry's tackled by Sabitzer, and we're coming forward again. Lookman passes it straight to one of their players. Oh, and Haaland's come in and stolen it away. It's his first goal for us. 20 minutes into his debut. Shocking back pass, and he's jumped straight on that. What a guy. It were. I've been dropping hints that we're going to sign Haaland. When I keep saying I've been looking at strikers, and one of them's very well known. He's the one I've been looking at for quite a while. I wanted to try and sign him in beginning of game, but I didn't have the money. And then same in January. So I've just been biding my time. Activated that release fee. Sabitzer's cross, and Kunku's to Lookman. Back to Nkunku. He got 2 stabs at that, but it's over the bar. It's a good first half, with by far the better team. They've only managed 1 shot. Could be a great start to the season, winning a trophy. Thiago with a free kick. Good save from Vogo. It's not a bad looking keeper, that kid, to be fair. Go on, Werner. Oh, straight at keeper. Maybe should have crossed that. Alaba with a throw. Tolisso plays it forward to Lewandowski, who's managed to equalise. That was too easy. The guy was unmarked and was doing the archer. That's the first shot on target and they've scored. Brought Thomas Muller on now. That's Pereira with a long throw. Oh, Haaland's on the end, and it's on to Werner's foot, and it's 2-1. Back in front immediately. Haaland with the assist. It's a good debut so far. A goal and an assist. Ulrich, Hernandez, Alaba. I don't know how he's managed to pull that off. My team were caught napping. Dems played it forward to Muller. Plays it back to Thiago. It's Dem again. Dem. It's Dem again. Alaba through to Coman. Good save. Muller tries to get it back in, but it's defended well. I don't really need to say out to them. They're playing good. And Mukiel coming forward with it. Pereira now. Can get into the box. He tries to find Haaland. Florentino plays it out to Pereira again on the wing. And Nkunku's gone on the end of it, but it's gone for a corner. It took a deflection. Nkunku to take the corner. Mukiel's on the end of it. Florentino! He's scored on his debut as well. 2 debut boys instantly making back the money. We're 3-1 up against Bayern Munich. We didn't beat them at all last season. The first time we played them, they spanked us 4-0. We'll take Sabitzer off so he doesn't get sent off. I can't take Kehrer off. I might get another 5 minutes and give Candido and Fabio Silva a run out. Just as long as they haven't got one back. We'll see how the game's going. Nkunku plays it forward. It's not really to anyone though. Lewandowski's through again. Good save by Nvogo. Kehrer stops it going for a corner. We're still 3-1 up. Let's risk it. No, it's not him. I won't take off. Let's bring Candido and what's Fabio Silva's best position? Can't click on him from here. Let's have a look. Advanced forward, so he's going to replace Werner then. You cannot make... Oh, maybe 3, I forgot about the injury. Sorry, Fabio. I was going to bring you on, but... I forgot that I'd taken Forsberg off because he got the injury. We just need to see this out now. Last 5 minutes. Klosterman's come on. His passing managed to find his own men then. Didn't do that for us. Bit of an easy goal that one. Followed it up. I need to hold on. They've pulled it back to 3-2. 3 minutes left. We're into injury time. Don't let him equalise. Ooh, that's just gone wide. Or close. Just Lookman. Go on, Lookman. Oh, it's a shame he didn't finish that. That would have been a lovely solo goal. We've won it. Yes, starting the season with a trophy win. That's what we like to see. 2 great debuts for Luis and Haaland. We absolutely dominated them. Look at that, 32 shots. That's some cracking attacking football. Fans have got to be happy with that, surely. Leipzig lift the Super Cup. He's torn his hamstring, Forsberg. Let's see how long he's out for. 2 months. Looks like Lookman's going to get some games. Galashi should be back soon. Although Nvogo played quite well, I can't really complain with him. Luis scores on debut. So did Haaland. $1 million for winning that. The team got medals. I'm apparently leading them to glory. Let's see if I can win league this season. Luis had a good game. It's 100% tackling. Right, this is the DM that we need clearly now. With everybody on international duty. It wants to be an important player. It's 27 grand a week. Let's give you 25. I don't do wage risers based on things. You want a minimum fee release clause of 36. I'm only playing 4.5 for you, so let's see how that goes. It's 27.5. Try 26. Yeah, I don't do wage rises. I don't do the yearly wage rises or anything based on appearances and things, because you can't have as much control over your wage budget then. Every year it just gets higher and higher, and the players then become harder to sell. I only want to give new contracts and higher wages to players that deserve it myself, so I'm going to skip the first round of the Pokal Cup. And then come back for the Wolfsburg game. I think we won this last season, yeah. That's why we're going to the Super Cup. So I'm going to skip that, and then I'll be back for Wolfsburg. Welcome back to the start of the Bundesliga season. So I played the cup match. It went quite well. I've rested a lot of players, did some rotation. Hans Wolf got a game. I started Silva up front. Belmonte signed, the guy that you saw me offering the contract to before this match. So he signed, I gave him a game. Candido started as well, 3 assists, which was a good, really great game for him. Yeah, do you want to see the score? Yeah, we did a job. They had 2 men sent off, but the game were over and done with by then. We were already winning 11-0. In fact, they did better after the red card than they were doing previously. So, goal scorers. Hans Wolf got 2. Nelson Pereira got his first for the club. Luckman got himself a couple. Fabio Silva scored himself a hat-trick and has become the club's record youngest goal scorer. Florentino Luis got 1. Poulsen got 1. And then the last one was an own goal. We broke a couple of records with that result. It became our highest scoring game and our biggest win. Could take me a while to find this. Yeah, there we go. Biggest ever win and a new record for goals in a match. And then this is Silva becoming our youngest ever goal scorer. So I'm going to rotate the team back around. There were some really, really good average ratings in that game. But it's the start of the Bundesliga today, and I want to put out a strong team. So the guys that have had a run out in the cup are going to find themselves back on the bench, unfortunately. Gulacsi is now fit, so he can go back in the nets. Pereira's in the right place. Konate goes back in. I think I need Upamecano on the bench. I'm going to give Upamecano quite a lot of game time this season, because actually he's a top class player, a young wonder kid, 5-star potential. He's developing nicely, so he can be one of my first choice centre backs. Sirachi's going back in left back. Luis is in the right place. I might actually leave Belmont in and put Santiago on the bench. Then Pulisic can get his first start. Forsberg's injured, so Luckman can stay in. Then Werner is going back into his position, and Haaland is going back into his. So my bench looks fine. That looks good to me. Nice strong team. Pulisic hasn't played for us yet, so he was away on international duty for the Super Cup, and I didn't want to play him in the Cup because I wanted to give Hans Wolf a chance. Bayern Munich did win their opening game 3-0 against Leverkusen, I think it was. Yep. So what we need to do now is come out of the starting blocks early and get some results on the board. We've got a free kick on the edge of the box. Luckman's going to swing this in. Upamecano's on the end of it. Florentino's got the goal. Must have headed it onto him. That's fine by me. Florentino Luis has scored in every game so far this season. Been a good signing. I know we're only 3 matches in, but Luckman should have really scored that. Somehow was hit the post, and Sirachi didn't want to catch the ball. Just Playing it around in midfield. Pereira gets on the end of that, but heads it back to them. And now Angulo's going forward. Sriracha heads it back to the keeper. Good defending. Oh dear, that's a poor kick. Belmont plays it forward to Werner. There we go, it's 2-0. It's nice to see him scoring some one-on-ones. He missed a few of those last season. Angulo, good tackle. He's tackled it back though, fair play to him. And now it's Roussillon. Pulisic gets it clear, plays it up to Werner. And Pulisic has gone flying down the wing. Werner looks injured. That's not good. That's not good at all. Sorry, I'm going to be scratching my back quite a lot. My tattoo's healing, so I'm itchy. They're taking the time over this corner, ref. Is this anything to do with Werner being down and we just can't see it because camera's moved? Ref? Ref? Thank you. Just all that waiting for that. Wow. John Brooks has taken a knock for them. Pulisic is nervous for some reason. Sriracha throws to Lookman. He's headed back to him. He gets the ball into the box. Pulisic to Florentino. Werner, Belmont hits the post. Haaland can't get onto it. But we're coming forward again. Pereira. Can't get his crossing. No, it's offside anyway. 2-0 half time. Decent performance so far. 11 shots, 6 on target. Managing to keep them just down to the one shot. We've been dominating teams so far this season. Even when we played Bayern Munich, we managed over 30 shots. Obviously, the cup game, we had a few. Lookman's free kick. Florentino's on the end of it, but it's defended well. Upamecano, nice little back heel. Wonderful football. Lookman, Belmont, Sriracha. That were a bit weak. It's oofed forward. Sriracha cleans it up. And now Haaland's coming down the left-hand side. Great ball in. Werner's unlucky. Pulisic's fantastic corner. Saved by the goalkeeper. Florentino Luis has been booked. He's having a good game though. I think I can rest a couple and give Tyler Adams a jog. And Hans Wolf. I think I might. I've taken him off a transfer list after that cup game when he scored a couple of goals. He played really well, and I know it was against a lower league side, but I want to have a look at him now. So I think I might give him some appearances. He's done well there. Haaland's tucked it in. Another good game. I'm happy with this team so far this season. Put Candido on. I'm getting Candido some games this season. I said that last year and then loaned him out, but this year I want to bed him in a bit, give him some games on left hand side, probably in cup, appearances off a bench, league. This should be wrapped up now. If we score again, we'll go top. Oof! What a wild free kick. Bit easy for keeper. A lung carer. Dog goes through. Oof. Keeper didn't even move. He just knew that it was going wide. Why are we playing it around down there? I know we're 3-0 up, but come on, lads. And Babu. A tackle. I didn't know he'd been booked. We've had 3 yellow cards, that's not too bad. Babu. Good save. Nice height for him, really. Shouldn't have struggled with that. And it's a win. Starts of the season is opened up with a win. That's what we want. So we've won the Super Cup. We've won the first round of the Pokal Cup. And we've won our first league game. Werner's bruised his ankle. We can live with that. 1.7 million out to Candido because he's played in 5 games. That's not bad. We can live with 1.7 million. So it's looking good so far. Got some nice high value players. Good star ratings. Good performances, definitely. So, all in all, I'm happy. Let me know down in comments what you think about the transfer window. Like I say, I'm over at Mould with it. I think we've had a great transfer window with the players that we brought in. I know we've spent a lot of money, but it was there to be spent, so that's what we've done. Bit come in. I think the Campbell deal was a good one, getting 40 million for a 29-year-old that's only got 1 year left on his contract. Didn't want to sign a new one, otherwise I'd have kept him. But as it happens, we've replaced him with Christian Pulisic, so world-class player there. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you have, please leave a like down below, and if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing for some more FM20 content.